Okay, now my Buddhist friends, I have shown you all Koteshwar Nath, which is King Sudhodana's Sangrama, in which his samadhi where he was cremated is, and that is the Sangrama in which Zhang stayed. Of course, it's a new temple, but the ruins, you can see the bricks of the ruins strewn around, the ancient bricks. Now, what do you call it? And just north of that is, next to it is Kote Khas, which was King Sudhodana's palace area, the palace itself. Khas means palace. Kote Khas means palace itself. Zhang calls it the proper palace. The proper palace at which the British Orientalists, they discuss this, but they fail to understand what word it meant. The proper palace, that is Kote Khas. Khas means the proper palace. So folks, after showing us the Sangrama, see, those days rich people, the kings and big zamindars, the land holders, they had a sort of a place where sadhus, etc. Now you all call the Buddhist monks. Well, in India they would call them sadhu. They would call them sadhu, which you all mispronounce as Sramana. The sadhu has been mispronounced as Sramana. So what do you call it? They would have a place for the sadhus, which you all have mispronounced as Sangaram. Actually, Sangaram is a mispronunciation of ashram. Sangaram is a mispronunciation of ashram. So basically, it's a mispronunciation of sadhu ka ashram. Sangaram, sadhu ka ashram. So you had this Koteshwar Nath just next to Kote Khas. The Koteshwar Nath was a Sangrama. Now Huen Tsang takes us further to where, what do you call it, Queen Mahamaya lived. Queen Mahamaya lived. Now this is also a very important place. See, in our Hindu, what do you call it, culture, generally the landed aristocracy and the top shot rural folk, they had a different area for females, and their area was for males, and they went to the female area only in the night. So basically the male area was Kote Khas, where King Sudhodana was, and the female area will be where Queen Mahamaya's palace was. So folks, that is Ranipur. Ranipur just next to Kote Khas and Koteshwar Nath. See, Koteshwar Nath is the Sangrama, and you can say Sangrama come temple. And what do you call it, the aristocracy would go there to pray. So basically, and of course afterwards, these became the temples themselves. Because Mahamaya is prayed to, King Sudhodana is prayed to, Buddha is prayed to. See, all the characters are now prayed to. Anyway, Ranipur is where Mahamaya lived. Folks, you can see, as Zhang says, the palace area had brick structures. And this is very rare for Zhang. See, wherever he goes, where he mentions brick structures, you find brick structures, and where he doesn't mention brick structures, you can be sure that it would have been a mud structure. It would have been a beautiful mud structure. Like that is why Cunningham and all did not understand this. They all went and searched out brick structures for Maha Prajapati, Gautami, Sangrama, and what do you call it? No, you can't get Maha Prajapati, Sangrama. It was under a stupa. King Ashoka had covered it with a stupa. So, and what do you call it? Your Daku Anguli Mal stupa. Anyway, Mahamaya's palace was a brick structure. You can see the bricks strewn around in the village. It is a village today. And Zhang saw a figure of her, means a statue of Queen Mahamaya there. Now, in Koteshwar, Nath, I saw a statue of, what do you call it, King Sudhodana, just as Zhang said. But in, what do you call it, Ranipur, I did not find the statue, though I asked around. But I will have to do more searching. So basically, what do you call it, Ranipur is Queen Mahamaya's palace, folks. The lovely part is the, what do you call it, Buddhas, the King Sudhodana's extended families, descendants live there, folks. See, if you reach the correct place, you'll find they are of the sovereign Goth, mispronounced as what do you call it, Sakyas. So, what do you call it, Ranipur is where Queen Mahamaya lived, and just near Ranipur is the schoolhouse where what do you call it, the Buddha as a Bodhisattva, as a child, studied. Folks, this is unique. Ashoka, he secured all these places with stupas. It is just that the historians didn't have the ability to search for them. Folks, just near is, what do you call it, the schoolhouse. I will be showing it to you, telling you about it in my other next videos. And just next to, what do you call it, Mahamaya's this palace, which is your Ranipur, is the palace of spiritual conception. Is the palace where Mahamaya became pregnant. She dreamt a white elephant had entered her body, folks. So that is the palace of spiritual conception. Be sure to stay tuned into my page Buddha Exhumed. And folks, be generous. Don't be stingy. Tell your friends and relatives about my page Buddha Exhumed, because till now I am the only person who has cracked Zhang's book, Buddhist Records of the Western World, CUK, folks. So Ranipur is Queen Mahamaya's, what do you call it, living quarters. If you liked and appreciated this video, don't forget to tell your friends and relatives about it, and don't forget to follow, like and subscribe to my page Buddha Exhumed. And stay tuned, because the next what do you call it, video is on a place, about a place which you all are looking for, all the Buddhists are looking for. The place where the Buddha entered his mother's womb. The place of, the palace of spiritual conception, where Queen Mahamaya dreamt that a white elephant had entered her body. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video.